leave the Christmas lights up till January. And this is our place, we make the rules. And there's a dazzling haze, a mysterious way about you, dear. Have I known you 20 seconds or 20 years? Can I go where you go? Can we always be this close forever and ever? And take me out and take me home. You're my lover. We could let our friends crash in the living room. This is our place, we make the call. And I'm highly suspicious that everyone who sees you wants you. I've loved you 3 summers now, honey, but I want them all. Can I go where you go? Can we always be this close forever and ever? And take me out and take me home forever and ever. You're my lover. Ladies and gentlemen, will you please stand? With every guitar string scar on my hand, I take this magnetic force of a man to be my lover. My heart's been borrowed and yours has been blue. All's well that ends well to end up with you. Swear to be over dramatic and true to my lover. And you'll say all your dirtiest jokes for me. And at every table, I'll save you a seat, lover. Can I go where you go? Can we always be this close forever and ever? Take me out and take me home forever and ever. You're my oh, you're my darling, you're my lover.
A 40 HP Johnson on a flat bottom metal boat. Coke cans and BB guns, barbed wire and old fence posts. 8-point bucks in autumn and freshly cut cornfields. One arm out the window and one hand on the wheel. Some things just go better together, and probably always will. Like a cup of coffee and a sunrise, Sunday drives and time to kill. What's the point of this old guitar if it ain't got no strings? Or pouring your heart into a song that you ain't gonna sing. It's a match made up in heaven, like good old boys and beer and me, as long as you're right here. Your license in my wallet when we go out downtown. Your lipstick stained every coffee cup that I got in this house. The way you say I love you too's like rain on an old tin roof. and your hand fits right into mine like a needle in a groove. Some things just go better together, and probably always will, like a cup of coffee and a sunrise, Sunday drives and time to kill. What's the point of this old guitar if it ain't got no strings? Or pouring your heart into a song that you ain't gonna sing. It's a match made up in heaven, like good old boys and beer and me, as long as you're right here. Sometimes we're oil and water, but I wouldn't have it any other way. And if I'm being honest, your first and my last name would just sound better together, and probably always will, like a cup of coffee and a sunrise, Sunday drives and time to kill. What's the point of this old guitar if it ain't got no strings?
Ladies and gentlemen, we have one very beautiful bride. A round of applause, please. Family and friends, we are on Wadawurrung country. I begin today by respectfully acknowledging the Wadawurrung people, the traditional custodians of the land on which we gather. We pay our respects to their elders past, present and emerging, and I do extend that respect to all Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people who might be here with us today. Now, welcome, family and friends, and we should also welcome those that are joining us online. Who is live streaming us today? Hello, can our bride and groom give them a wave? Can everyone give them a wave and a hello if you want to do a little pan? We miss you, we wish you were here with us today. Give them a wave. I think they're joining us from all sorts of places, far and wide, within Australia and overseas. So we're going to have a lot of fun on behalf of you today. Family and friends, my name is Kate Ritchie Sexton. I'm an authorised civil celebrant, and I'm very, very grateful to be here and to have the honour of officiating the marriage of Keegan and Rhianna. This is a really fantastic reason for us to come together. We're celebrating a very important occasion. These past 2 years have taught us that opportunities to share time with loved ones are something that we just simply can't take for granted. In the future, this day will be looked back upon as one of the pivotal moments from which new memories will be made. For some of us, these past 2 years have proven to be extremely challenging. We are so glad that you are all here today. Everyone's united, and we use our time together today not just to celebrate something as momentous as a marriage, but we use this time to laugh, to connect, as we heard before, to dance, which we're looking forward to, and just to generally raise our spirits with the happiness that today brings. Keegan and Rhianna are very grateful for how fortunate they are to have friends and family who are such a large and important part of their lives to share this special day with. We all know that with every challenge we face, there are equally times which lift us, just like today. Such is the ebb and the flow of life. It would be quite unrealistic to think that all couples don't experience hiccups at some point. However, if we remember that everything just seems easier when we have respect, compassion and kindness, these things always make for challenges which are short-lived. And of course, when you're just happy to say, yes dear, you're right. You already know about that. The happiness that Keegan and Rhianna have found with each other, it continues to grow because the unconditional love between them, it is authentic and it is meaningful. Keegan and Rhianna, your relationship has provided you a positive, valued life experience over the past 2 years. It's not just with today's rising sun, it's through all the sunsets shared which have led you to this day. You've chosen to be each other's biggest supporter, to share the adventures and probably a few detours here and there along the way. And you've chosen to wrap your arms around your collective families and Woody, of course, and the cat. Bugger the cat. Oh, and the cat, all right. And it would be remiss of us to leave Woody out, of course, because we know that it was the photos of Keegan's loved Kelpie Woody which were used on his online profile picture that got him all the chicks. Turns out Woody's a bit of a chick magnet. Thanks, Woody. And so today it's incredibly important that we take some time to honour family. We take a moment to acknowledge those who have been unable to attend, and we particularly acknowledge loved ones, both family and friends who are dearly departed. We miss their presence with us. They are remembered with love today, as they are always. We recognise that we all have people who make a large impact on our lives, who support us, nurture us to develop into the people that we grow to be. Whether that's our parents or our grandparents, aunts or uncles, we certainly do know that support makes an incredible difference to us as individuals. It's something which is always remembered with gratitude. So we thank those important supporters and nurturers in Keegan and Rhianna's lives. And with that, what do you think, Keegan? We get down to business? Yeah, all right. Keegan and Rhianna, you both already know that a ritual or a ceremony such as this today cannot guarantee your lasting love. You also know that building and strengthening your relationship throughout the years is absolutely possible if you both choose to make it so. Your future happiness is determined only by your ongoing commitment and your devotion to one another. So this being said, I ask this question of each of you. Keegan, you are first. Keegan, from this day forward, do you promise to trust Rhianna in all things, to support her as she follows her hopes and dreams, to remind her every day just how perfect she is for you, and no matter what life throws at you both, to hold on tight to the love that you feel today and to never let that go?
I do.
Correct. We practiced that before. No, we didn't. Rhianna, do you promise to trust Keegan in all things, to support him as he follows his hopes and his dreams, to remember that his version of "I'll do it in a minute" and yours will always be different, and no matter what life throws at you, to hold on tight to the love that you feel today and to never let that go?
I do.
And so to legally bind this marriage, I'm required by law to say the following words in the presence of each of you here today. As I mentioned, my name is Kate Ritchie Sexton. I am a civil celebrant and I am duly authorised by law to solemnise marriages according to law in Australia. Before you, Keegan James Smart and you, Rhianna Rose Mellington, are joined together in my presence and in the presence of these witnesses. I am bound to remind you of the solemn and binding nature of the relationship that you are now about to enter. Married people, to the exclusion of all others, voluntarily entered into for life. So Keegan and Rihanna have taken time to write personal vows to each other. So they're going to share their legal and their personal vows right now. You're first again. You get all the firsts today, don't you?
I call upon the people here present to witness that I, Keegan James Smart, take you, Rihanna Rose Mellington, to be my wedded wife. Darling, what can I say? The big day's finally here, but this only marks the beginning of our long journey together. I love you. I promise to always be there, to love you, support you, protect and provide for you. To show that, this ring is a symbol of how you have me wrapped around your finger. I promise to always agree with you, mostly because you watch a lot of true crime docos, and I'm kind of scared of what will happen if I don't. I promise to try and not be a backseat driver, even though your driving still traumatises me. I promise to love you as much as I do Woody. I promise to cuddle you as much as I do the dog, and pick up treats for you whenever I get them for the dog. I promise to never keep score, because I may be wrong, but it's highly unlikely. But what I'm trying to say with all of this is that I love you, and I can't wait to spend the rest of our lives as your husband, and to see where this journey takes us together.
I think he deserves a round of applause. Keegan, I'll just stop here because Keegan did email me his vows and he said, I'm terrible at this stuff. And then I read them and I went, no, you're not, buddy. You're pretty good, actually. So I think he deserved that round of applause.
I call upon the people here present to witness that I, Rihanna Rose Mellington, take you, Keegan James Smart, to be my wedded husband. Keegan, on that fateful Tuesday in 2020 where I finally agreed to go on a drive with you and you luring me into your ute with a "I hope you like dogs because I have mine with me" text, to now stand here today. I can't believe everything we've accomplished in the last couple of years together, as much as in those early days we sat there and denied what was happening with anything special. I would never have expected to be standing here today. From the first night we met to you getting the job at Inroads, thanks for that, Dad, we actually couldn't go more than 2 days without seeing each other. I've never had such an instant connection with someone, and who would have thought that good old Tinder would have brought me my soulmate. I honestly have never met anyone who is so loyal, loves so deeply, and spends every day trying to make me laugh, usually at you in your million and one ways to injure yourself in ways where it can only ever be described as only Keegan. While in so many ways we couldn't be more different, in so many ways we're both similar, I think it's quite rare to find someone whose life goals match up and we can sit down and plan our lives together with so much excitement. I'm sure I've already rambled on longer than I should have, but putting into words how I feel about you, our love, and our life together was a lot harder than I expected. To sum up my very long speech, Keegan, I promise to love and adore you every single day for the rest of my life, and limit my eye-rolling and complaining about you watching Top Gear for the millionth time to only once per day. You came into my life and turned my world upside down in the best way possible. You're truly my best friend, and I'm so blessed to be standing here today becoming your wife. I love you.
Keegan and Rihanna have chosen to present each other with a gift of a wedding ring today. So, Matt, could we please have Rihanna's wedding ring presented to Keegan? Thank you.
Rihanna, I give you this wedding ring, and with it my unconditional love. Never change who you are, because in my eyes you are perfect. I'm so proud that you choose to be my wife.
Keegan, I offer you this wedding ring. And with it my unconditional love. Thank you for always showing me the best version of yourself. That is who I fell in love with. I'm so proud that you choose to be my husband.
Brianna and Keegan, what defines your love today, it will change and it will grow to new depths in the future, just as it has during your time together so far. After all, we know it takes just a few seconds to say I love you. It takes a lifetime to truly demonstrate that love. The promises that have been made today will cross the years. Our wish for this marriage is communication of the heart, fresh beginnings with the rising of each sun, and a light created to illuminate even the darkest of times. Today, in our company, Rihanna and Keegan have made promises to each other that symbolise this by joining hands, by exchanging their marriage vows, and by the gift of wedding rings. May the love that they feel today be the love that keeps them together always. It's my very, very great pleasure to now declare that when the sun does set this evening, it's going to do so the very first time with Keegan and Rihanna, as husband and wife. Congratulations to you both, family and friends, as they celebrate their marriage with a kiss. Would you please give them a warm round of applause? I don't know if we've got that on film. I think we probably missed that on the photography. We might need a little bit more kissing. Here we go. That's always my favourite bit, it's just making them kiss over and over again. All right, thank you, ladies and gentlemen. We are going to have our two... Rihanna, would you like to know who our witnesses are? Our two surprise witnesses, would you please come forward? Thank you very much. And we'll ask our bride and groom, and we'll get our chairs over there. We're going to sign our documents. Please stay where you are. We'll be back here for the last little part of the ceremony in a moment. Thank you. Thank you everyone for your patience. It's all official. It's signed on the dotted line. Yay. Family and friends, on behalf of Rihanna and Keegan, I thank you for sharing this important time with them today. They are both very greatly looking forward to celebrating with you throughout the remainder of the afternoon and well into the evening. Following our ceremony and our congratulations time, we are going to have a group photograph. So if you could just stay close by, we'll get that done nice and quick before you disappear off anywhere. So if you could just hang around for that. Once we've had that group photograph, we'll invite you to make your way back down the driveway and just off next to the pond. We're going to have some refreshments there for you to enjoy. Okay, are we ready? I think we are. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, it is my very great pleasure to present to you for the very first time as husband and wife. Please cheer and clap and make as much noise as you can as we congratulate our newlyweds, Mr. and Mrs. Mellington.
You look so wonderful in your dress. I love your hair like that, the way it falls on the side of your neck, down your shoulders and back. We are surrounded by all of these lies, and people that talk too much. You got the kind of look in your eyes as if no one knows anything but us. Should this be the last thing I see, I want you to know it's enough for me. 'Cause all that you are is all that I'll ever need. So in love, so in love, so in love, so in love. You look so beautiful in this light, your silhouette over me. The way it brings out the blue in your eyes is the Tenerife Sea. And all of the voices surrounding us here, they just fade out when you take a breath. Just say the word and now we'll disappear into the wilderness. Should this be the last thing I see, I want you to know it's enough for me. 'Cause all that you are is all that I'll ever need. I'm so in love, so in love, so in love, so in love.
Thank you, ladies. Now, how are we going for volume? We had a few issues earlier. Is that okay at the back? Right at the front, thank you. All right, look, just before we start the formal part of this evening, a couple of housekeeping issues. First one is the toilets are open to my left. If you haven't found them already, then you probably weren't trying hard enough at cocktail hour. The other one is for the smokers. Hang on, maybe about here. For the smokers, Fred will just point you towards the smoking area.
Pass the silos out on that corner there where the Ford Ranger is parked. Please. That's local government bylaws, I believe. But...
So past the silos and first Ford Ranger unit on there. I know really exhibition. Blue you anyway, past the silos. And the third thing is, just for those that haven't seen it, there's a book to sign just on the table to my left over there. So thank you. That was all the announcements. Right, thank you. So in terms of the formalities, first of all, obviously, on behalf of Brianna and Keegan Mallington, their parents, Fred and Di, and Donna Rod, would certainly like to welcome you all here this evening on what's been a fantastic day so far, and we certainly look forward to that continuing throughout this evening. In terms of tonight, I guess in some respects, not that long after Easter, it's almost another one of those miracles of a re-rising again with Keegan's incident with his minor heart issue, and there's been a few people inquire as to what actually has transpired there. Just kind of nip that one in the bud in terms of the issue there. So I spoke to Keegan. I said, "What happened, mate?" He said, "Look, one word." I said, "Rihanna." I said, "What?" And I was expecting, as I'm sure you are, him to say, "Look, Rihanna stole my heart, Rihanna broke my heart," whatever. He said, "No, not that." He said, and he handed me his phone, and he said, "Read this." And he opened up his text message. There was 2 text messages. I've taken the liberty to write this down. So just bear with me. First text message that he's got from Rihanna. "My darling, it's been a wild ride. I've loved it all. Can't do it anymore. It has to end now." And I thought, "Jeez, mate, any wonder the old heart had a bit of a flutter." He said, "No. Read the second one." 30 seconds later from Rihanna. Oh shit, please delete previous message, that wasn't meant for you. But I explained to Keegan, I said, look mate, not everything in marriage, you need to get yourself your mind around this, not everything is as it seems in marriage, and you'll learn that as you go on and on. So as an example, it happened to myself only a week or so earlier. I was at home, not sure what it's there. That's right. I was home having a quiet evening with my wife Tanya. Tanya, give me a little wave. It's Tanya. Sitting there relaxing, and Tanya says to me, darling, we've been married for 30 odd years. I said, yeah, that's right. 30 years is a long time in marriage. I said, it is a long time. She said, man, it's problematic, it's not easy. You know, you go through your highs and your lows, and it's hard, you've got to work at things. I said, okay, all right, yeah, I understand that's true. She said, look, part of that process is you want to sort of try and spice things up a bit. You want to, explore different avenues. This is a bit interesting. So what are you getting at? She said, would you be interested in trying a new position? I thought, jeez, now you've got my attention. Absolutely. What did you have in mind? And she said, what about you come and stand behind the ironing board and I'll go on the couch and fart? So clearly not all things in marriage are what they seem, but I certainly wish these two all the very best. They're off to a fantastic start today. It's been great so far, and as I said, we look forward to that night continuing. In regards to the formalities tonight, we're going to be having a few speeches. So our first one tonight will be from the father of the bride, Fred Mellington. So we'd like to welcome Fred to the microphone.
Thank you, Sam. Good job. How good's Sam going? How good's my daughter look today, by the way? And before Chelsea gets cranky, I didn't say this at her wedding, but we expect you to look good every day. Rana Rose, yeah, different clothes on today, let me put it that way. Welcome everybody, great to see family and friends, and here to enjoy and celebrate and share the great day with Keegan and Rihanna. Brilliant. Thanks very much from my behalf to all the staff here that have helped out today and before today. Well done. Great job. Girls look sensational. Lads, you've done all right, but can only do what you can do, I guess. So, So I've now got two daughters down. I just alluded to Chelsea here, so we got rid of her a couple of months ago, 10 weeks actually. My wife told me today, coming. And got that organised, and I'm just going to plead a little bit to some denial here. I do actually need to wear bloody glasses, and I'm trying to think that I don't, but I do. Bear with me, please. I've got a couple of things written down. I need to get them right. So, being a fairly learned chap and with a lot of contacts I have around about the place, news came to me that Rihanna Rose might have been tracking square with a new chap in the district. So, took it upon myself as a responsible father. The only right thing to do was to get her in for an interview.
Stalk my house.
No, I didn't stalk your house, it was an interview, so that's okay. So get old Rihanna Rose here, there's a new bloke in town, what's going on, what's his pedigree, rah rah rah. Most important question first up, does he play footy? No, Dad, he doesn't play footy. Shit, we're not to a very good start here, are we? Anyway, she goes on to say, well, actually, Dad, you're going to need to keep an open mind here. Ladies and gentlemen, I've been a father long enough to know that, Dad, you need to keep an open mind is actually code for shit's about to go down, you're not going to like it. So I says, no, I don't, Brennan. Dad, you do. No, I don't have to keep an open mind. Hit me straight up, what's the problem? Dad, he's a smoker. Oh, no, don't. Finish, get rid of him. Gone. Don't even need to entertain any more of this. Gone. Dad, no, Brennan, no more. Done. Dad, no, don't Dad move. Get him off the list. Finish. Done. There's bloody 15 million blokes in Australia. You can pick one that doesn't smoke, surely it's all. It could get worse. It is not going to get worse, Rihanna. Get rid of him now. Get it sorted. Dad, no. And this went on for a bit until finally she says, For Christ's sake, Dad, he barracks for Collingwood. Turns out I was wrong. It did get worse. We've managed to sort the smoking issue out, and we've saved his life, I might add, recently. That other problem's still a work in progress. So I thought, okay, Keegs about, looks like we're going to have him for a while. Might as well get him a job with my work, and we're keep a bit of an eye on him. So that was all very well and good. How does he repay me? In the first week, Keegan got bogged more times than I've been bogged in 20 years. In fact, it's fair to say, for the first 5 days, he averaged 1 a day. That isn't the worst part. The worst part is after this went on for 3 weeks of nearly 1 a day, he bloody dragged me into it, and bugger me, I got bogged. It was catchy, but that's okay. In fact, he became that well known for being bogged that when he rang our, this is a true story, when he rang our foreman, well the rest of it's all true as well, he rang our foreman from his hospital bed, lucky to be alive, and oh Jason, I just got something to tell you. He said, you're bloody bogged, aren't you? No, I just had a heart attack and I nearly died. That's okay. All that aside, I recently spoke at an event very, very similar to this, as I've alluded to earlier. And I mentioned on that occasion that as a parent, the best you can hope for is to find a son that will look after your daughter and respect them, take care of them, look after them as well as what I have as a father for a long time. Keegan has certainly done that. Anybody that knows Rihanna well knows that she has a heart 3 times bigger than Far Lap, with an enormous capacity to care, which she gets from her grandmother. We did lose her for a little while, it's fair to say, but Keegan came on board, and 100% because of him, we got her back. And we thank you very much for that, Keegan, very much appreciated. So as you join our little mob through this association, Keegan, there's a price of fame involved in being Fred Millington's son-in-law, of course, as you know, I've told you enough times. Most importantly, that price of fame, the responsibilities that come with that, number 1, 2 and 3 is get yourself better, mate.
Yeah, we're all over that.
Just work on that. So for number 1, we'll work the rest out as we go. But just make sure number 1 priority is coming right. We need you around for a little while longer yet. And I'm dying and I are too pleased to have you around. What you've done for our daughter, the difference you've made, has been sensational. So just keep up the good work, and we'll look forward to a few more occasions yet.
We got a few more.
Yeah. So recently, I've been sharing a room with Keegan and having him cooking. So we've got a few, improvements to go, and maybe that had something to do with the heart attack as well. But that's a story for another day. But my message is, obviously I'm carrying on a bit here now, but it's very important that we get you right, clearly. So super important to my daughter, super important to Diane and I. So you're now part of a crazy crew. You sort of know that already, but the Millington crew we're the most sensational family unit on the planet, mate. And all those lunatics are here. And thank you for coming on board. Thank you for what you've done for Rihanna, and all the very best moving into the future for the both of you. Thank you.
Thank you, Fred. Moving on. Moving over.
We good?
Moving on. So we'll now call upon Matt, our best man, to come and. Well, Matt's looking a little shocked by that. Mate, surely this wasn't a surprise to you, but this is part of the gig. This is part of the contract. Come on over. So big warm welcome for Matt, who's clearly welcome. Hopefully he hasn't mixed up his speech between the Bucks night and the wedding night, but I'll hand it across the match and take it over. Thanks, buddy.
I'd just like to say, you girls, you look beautiful. So you boys.
Without saying.
I do have one question, Keegan. Where's your dress? Don't look very good.
Left it leave in your wardrobe.
I've known Keegan for coming up, I reckon about 5 years,
Not more, isn't it?
if not more. He would have to be the most accident-prone person I have ever met. The first story I heard about him when I first met him in Mathtrans, he nearly cut his fingers off in a 100-ton press. I must say, you have improved.
Yeah, get slowly.
But I will say, Rhiannon, you've done him the best thing you could have ever done for him. You've straightened him out. That's all that really matters. At least you don't lose your head in the boat all the time now.
Wow, that's it.
Your cooking skills good. Do a bit of work.
Was it done end up in the coal? She's right.
Well, when you come over to my place, when you're cooking a roast in a camp oven, and you decide to tip the coals in the camp oven, and then try to feed
Every
the
time.
kids. No, look, you turned out all right. My opinion is you guys are happy. Get yourself well. Be around for a long time and we can laugh at you a bit more.
Wow, that's it. Plenty of
Anyway.
good people for.
Obviously, as everybody can tell, I am terrible at speeches, so I'll pass you on to the next one.
Thank you, Matt. Much appreciated. So we'll now ask Mike, talk about someone who was very comfortable with the microphone, Monty Mellington. So we'll ask Monty, matron of honour, to come forward and give her a presentation. Thank you.
So, hi Parker. Wherever you are. Woo. Okay, hi everyone. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Mon, Reed's cousin and the maid of honour. Just so you all know, I am petrified of public speaking, so I'll try my best to get through this without crying or fainting. No guarantees though. I've never had to make a maid of honour speech before, so in typical millennial fashion, I asked Google how to write the best maid of honour speech ever. Tip number 1, talk about the bride and how you know each other. Ree and I met on one incredible day 24 years ago, when I was born. All jokes aside, Ree has had a massive influence on not only my life, but Parker's too. She's the kind of person you can call any time. She would drop anything to help out the people she cares about. She's been someone I've looked up to for as long as I can remember. We have shared lots of moments together, from sleepovers when we were younger to living together as adults. We've been with each other through every up and down in each other's lives, and I'm truly honoured to be a part of today. I love you. Tip number 2, talk about the couple's love story. I don't know if you all know this, you should by now, but Ree and Keegan met on Tinder, and I remember the very day that it happened. Ree was at my house, and we were sitting on the couch, and she was swiping through Tinder, and she goes to me, "Mom, look at this guy's cute dog." And I said, "Ree, you can't swipe on guys on Tinder just because they have a cute dog." And look at us now. So I think really we need to thank Woody for making this wedding happen. Tip number 3, talk about the groom and compliment him.
That's going to be very different.
Now, if anyone knows the kind of relationship Keegan and I have, we don't compliment each other, so this is the one and only time that will be happening. Keegan, you have not only accepted and loved Ree for who she is and all that she is, but you have made her the happiest she has been in a long time. And not only that, you have seen how close Ree and I are and taken on not just Ree, but Parker and myself too. You've truly become like a brother to me and an uncle to Parker, and been there for both of us since we met. Parker adores you, and although you hate to admit it, we see how much you adore him too. So I want to thank you for everything you do for Ree and bringing back her sparkle. Also, don't forget those 3 special words. You're right, darling. Lastly, I'd just like to thank everyone for being here tonight to celebrate Ree and Keegan. I know it means the world to them to have you all here, so I would like to make a toast. So everyone raise your glasses. To the bride and groom, Ree and Keegan Mellington.
Well done. Give one a clap, that's great. So best to last, we now hear from Keegan and Rihanna. Yep, Keegan and Rihanna. So just before they come up, just by way of, so from my perspective, so I happened to be around when in the early days, and I was visiting at Rainbow, and I was home, and Rihanna was there, and she was talking to my mother, her nanny, Pauline Mellington. Pauline, give everyone a wave. There you go. So she's talking to her nanny, and Rihanna gets along very well with her nanny. They sort of, spent a lot of time when Rihanna was young, etc. So Rihanna was keen to let nanny know that she found the love of her life and that she was excited and looking forward to, that journey, etc. And nanny turned to her and said, "Look, Rihanna, I don't care as long as he's nice." And Rihanna said, "Nice? He's just finished 50 hours of community service. How nice is that?" So without further ado, we'll welcome the happy couple.
So I guess first of all, thank you everyone for coming and making it a great day. Wouldn't have been the same without anyone, so it's just great to have you turn out. Secondly, and I think we all need to get around this one, as many of you know, work on the road a lot, haven't been home a lot, so Rihanna's been left to carry the weight of organising this day. Today 100% wouldn't have been as amazing and just great as it has been. So, thank you very much, Bella, for managing that. Dealing with all the stress and the headache and all the frustration, but that's all right. Thanks for our bridal party, obviously. You guys have just been top notch. So I guess, again, just from me personally, thank you to everyone, the staff, the Eurobeen, wife, all the guests and lots of stuff. So, thank you very much, everyone. And, round us up.
Probably just going to reiterate what Keegan said. Thank you, absolutely, everyone, for making the effort coming. Yes, Dad, I know it's your day. If anyone isn't aware, it's actually Fred's day. Has nothing to do with us, it's just Fred. Thank you all. Some of you have travelled very, very far. Some of you have travelled 5 minutes. We do appreciate the fact that everyone has made the effort to come today. I'm sure there was many times that we weren't really sure how we were going to pull this together, but I think we've done all right. And everyone has fed, everyone has beer, so everyone's happy. So yes, thank you absolutely everyone for coming tonight. You've made this night so special.
Good on you. Thank you, Keegan and Rihanna. So what we're going to do now is we're going to slip straight into the cake cutting. So if you wouldn't mind, so the official photographers just want to get their photos done. So for those that wanted to come forward after that has occurred, you're more than welcome to come up and take your own snaps. So we'll hand it across. Oh, and did you want to say something about the knife?
Oh, the knife. The knife, if I get this correct, is actually my great-grandmother's knife. Because my nana and pa unfortunately weren't able to make the trip over here, so it's just a little bit of something to have them here today.
Cool.
Beautiful.
12 ounces. A good truck's got maybe 300,000. You only get so much until it's gone. Duracells and a mag light, a needle drop on a 45 are the kind of things that only last so long. When the new wears off and they get to getting old, sooner or later time's gonna take its toll. They say nothing lasts forever, but they ain't seen us together, or the way the moonlight dances in your eyes. Just a t-shirt in the kitchen with no makeup and a million other things that I could look at my whole life. A love like that makes a man have second thoughts. Maybe some things last forever after all. The FM station on the outskirts, blue jeans after years of shift work, are fading out like I always knew they would. The strings on this guitar, the first love lost on a young heart, those things are gonna break after the getting's good. Because the new wears off and they get to getting old. But yeah, sooner or later time's gonna take its toll. They say nothing lasts forever, but they ain't seen us together, or the way the moonlight dances in your eyes. Just a t-shirt in the kitchen with no makeup and a million other things that I could look at my whole life. A love like that makes a man have second thoughts. Maybe some things last forever after all. They say nothing lasts forever, but they ain't seen us together, or the way the moonlight dances in your eyes. And I know there'll be that moment the good Lord calls one of us home, and one won't have the other by their side. But heaven knows that that won't last too long. Maybe some things last forever after all. After all.
Most nights I try to pack, got you climbing on my back, saying, Daddy, when am I gonna see you again? You know I gotta go out on the road and get on with the show. So most nights your mama's gonna tuck you in. When you're missing me, look at the stars up there. I'll be wishing on the same ones to sing this Father's prayer. I hope you see the 7 wonders. I hope you sail the 7 seas. I hope you let the whole world in your heart, but you still got room for me. I hope you find a guy that treats you right. On your wedding night, I'll raise a toast. Hope he understands. I'll always be the man that loves you the most. my turn to help you pack. I'll keep your room exactly how it is. I know you gotta go out on your own. So proud of you, you know you're the best thing that this old man ever did. When I'm missing you and all the stars come out, I sing this prayer when the quiet gets too loud. I hope you see the 7 wonders. I hope you sail the 7 seas. I hope you let the whole world in your heart, but you still got room for me. I hope you find a guy that treats you right. On your wedding night I'll raise a toast. Hope he understands I'll always be the man who loves you the most. Trust your gut, hold your own, but a life without aim to give the wrongs and love yourself. That's the hardest thing to do. If your back's against the wall, baby, come on home. I'm always here for you. And when you sing the 7 wonders, when you sail the 7 seas, when you change the whole world with your heart, I hope you think of me. When I go to sing my final song, hope you celebrate and raise a toast. If you cry, they'll understand. For the man who loved you the most.
Love it.
Ready for the next one?
With some